everybody, and welcome into yet another episode of Talking Fitchburg. It is Wednesday. It is July 26th, 2017. And here we are on set of Talking Fitchburg. And that's about the only thing that's going to be normal on today's show because everything, well, is different now. Jeremy's here today. Sort of. Let's talk to Jeremy for a little bit. How about that? There, oh, I see him. Hello, Jeremy.
Hey, good morning, Preston. How's it going?
It's going quite swell. Where are you?
Well, I'm outside in the front parking lot. I can see the community center. I can see the city hall behind me. But you can see behind me, it's the new Fitchrona ambulance. And that can only mean one thing, Preston.
What does it mean?
It means Deputy Chief Jeff Doslick is here today, and he's showing off his brand new toy.
Well, boom goes the dynamite.
Ba-boom!
It's gonna be a fun day today.
It is.
It is.
So we're gonna have kind of a normal show. I mean, we're still gonna have headlines. We're still gonna have digests. We're still gonna have guest segment. But we may be dipping in and out of the studio here a little bit. So it's gonna be a fascinating experiment. I'm glad everybody who's tuned in today is gonna get a little special experience here on Talking Fitchburg.
Definitely.
Jeremy, I don't even know how to proceed here. Do you want the first headline from out there, or do you want me to kick it off in here?
Hey, you know what, Preston? Why don't I just do it? I mean, it's so nice out here. I feel like I should lead the way.
Go for it.
All right, let's kick it off with your headlines this morning. We start off with unfortunate news this morning from the Fitchburg Police Department. They're investigating a shots fired on Anton Drive on July 25th. At approximately 5 p.m., officers from the Fitchburg Police Department were sent to the 5100 block of Anton Drive for a report of shots fired. Initially, indications are that the unknown suspect fired several shots from a vehicle stopped on Anton Drive. At the time, it's unknown if there was any individuals in the area where the shots were being directed towards. Also, at this time, there has been no reports of injuries that are related to the incident. A canine track was conducted, however, did not locate any suspect or evidence. There is no further information at this time. Investigation is ongoing. The incident is ongoing. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Fitchburg Police Department or Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Remember, you can hit up the Fitchburg website, fitchburgwi.gov, click on Public Safety, Police Department, and then they've got a tips part for you there that you can use.
All right, so there you go. Make sure you head on over there. If you do have any information, please help them out. And now I have some more information about you, and unfortunately, oh boy, that rain is coming back into the area, it looks like, here later today. So after a couple of days off from the rainfall, thunderstorms are likely to return today. The best chance will be during the afternoon and evening hours. Local heavy rainfall is possible. Additionally, a few of the storms may approach or reach severe levels, particularly southwest of Madison. The main threats would be large hail and damaging winds. You can see here up on the map, sort of a marginal chance up in our area so far, and then slight more to the southwest of us here. And it looks like the forecast is about half an inch of rain, but you know, as we've been mentioning, the ground is very saturated.
We need so much more rain, right?
Yeah, the ground's very saturated, so that half an inch will appear to, you know, a lot more when it hits the ground. So we'll keep you updated if there's any streets closed or anything like that. But now we're going back outside to Jeremy, where it's not raining yet, luckily.
Yeah, no, but it is a little humid out here today, so you can kind of feel the moisture in the air, Preston.
Indeed.
All right, let's move on with headlines, and we got to tell you about Dementia Capable Wisconsin. The Department of Health Services have awarded some grants to Wisconsin counties, and guess what?
Woo-hoo.
Dane County is one of those that are receiving the grant. So let's just read this info here. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services announced today they awarded nearly $400,000 in grants to 7 counties to work collaboratively with local partners to increase the dementia capability of the crisis response system. This is a second round of dementia crisis intervention grants to help counties develop county-based strategies to improve crisis planning response in stable for people with dementia. Dane County receiving $48,804. Some of the other counties include Brown County, Dodge County, La Crosse County, Milwaukee County, Polk County, and Waukesha County. So way to go, Dane County. And we know that we've got Jeff here, and we can talk about a little bit about dementia. They've got a little program going on here with that. But way to go, Dane County.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be putting those dollars to good use here in Dane County, no doubt. So super awesome.
Absolutely.
More Dane County news, though. We are updating the natural hazard mitigation plan to address the threat of natural hazards due to the region's changing climate. So this is announced by Executive Joe Parisi, a resolution seeking to adopt Dane County's 2017 Natural Hazard Mitigation Plan update will be introduced to the county board, and then upon approval, the new plan will examine climate trends to determine the projected impacts of natural hazards like extreme heat and flooding. So the 2017 update of Dane County's Natural Hazard Mitigation Plan identifies and justifies a number of proposed projects and programs to mitigate the county's vulnerability to the impacts of future disasters. Following the county board approval, the 2017 update will be recognized by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, as Dane County's official plan, and then by adhering to the Federal Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000, the county will be able to apply for federal grants to implement the plans and projects. So all good stuff there. Just preparing, as our ever-changing climate continues to roll on, trying to make sure everybody's protected from those types of natural disasters. So good news. Back to Jeremy.
Yeah, planning's always a good thing, Preston.
Indeed, no doubt.
That's the way they make it work. Well,
I love plans.
But always update that thing. All right. Transitioning here to mosquito bites.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
a few mosquito bites, Preston.
Tons of them.
Tons of them. Well, unfortunately, we've got a new West Nile virus case that was found in a horse in Wisconsin. West Nile virus is caused by a virus transmitted by mosquitoes. It may cause inflammation to the brain and is fatal to horses in 90% of cases. Symptoms in horses include depression, appetite loss, drooping eyelids, lower lip, fever, weakness, twitching, and other things. The virus is not contagious between horses, but can be carried by mosquitoes from an avian or bird host to horses and humans. While humans may also be infected by West Nile virus, the virus does not pass directly between people and horses. Mosquito biting warm-blooded animals is the only route of transmission. Doesn't that make you feel comfortable, Preston?
It feels so much more comfortable.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I know you've talked about this, Preston, but
Yep.
Here's some things to remind you of. Of course, bug spray is the big one, but keep your rain gutters clear, draining properly. Clear those swimming pools out or cover them up when you're not using them. Turn wading pools and wheelbarrows upside down so they don't collect water. Empty and replace water baths at least once a week. And consider keeping horses in barns at dusk and dawn when mosquitoes are most active. So, yikes.
Yeah,
Mosquitoes.
they're pesky. They're pesky buggers. Make sure you take precautions, They're annoying, but also dangerous. So watch out.
Yeah,
So there you go.
I agree.
All right, and then some more unfortunate, sad news from the animal kingdom here today. The Henry Valley Zoo is mourning the loss of Cyber, the 18-year-old Amur tiger. The zoo officials have announced that today. So we have a quote here from them, and also here's a picture of Cyber on the screen here. They say they are very sad to make the announcement that Cyber was a well-loved ambassador of his species. He not only captured the hearts of zoo guests, but his caretakers too, said the zoo director, Rhonda Schwetz. Cyber will be missed greatly. This is a tremendous loss for the zoo family. So, big loss. Amur tigers typically live 10 to 14 years in the wild, and in captivity can live up to 20, and he was at the age of 18, so he did get to live a long, full life, and I of course remember going and checking him out there at the zoo. Sad to see him go, but he will be missed. I will say that.
Yeah, I've got to say I was at the zoo on Monday, and it definitely was just somber. You walk by it, you look in there, and you're like, oh, this is a bum.
Yeah.
But hope he rests in peace, and maybe we'll get another tiger.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Perfect.
Well, there you go.
That is the headlines, Preston.
Indeed it is.
And now I want to tell you what's coming up next.
Okay, tell
We're
me.
going to stay outside here. The rest of the day, we're going to stay outside. Is that okay, Preston?
Sounds good to me.
All right, perfect. Well, coming up next, we're going to have two segments with Jeff Doslick. Before we introduce you to this brand new ambulance, in the next break, it is our digest, and we're going to be talking about overdose, your safety, and more next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.